So, hi guys, very good morning and good evening, whichever time zone you are in. So, this is the demo session. We are going to start a new batch uh, from today onwards. And in this demo session, we'll be covering what and all the route map for the entire training program for this 1 month. Okay, so once after training gets getting over, and there'll be mentoring sessions like I will be assisting you in preparing your resume and conducting mock interviews, and guidance will be provided for the placement assistance as well. Okay, so once you master data stage skill, you will become a data engineer. So the role of a data engineer is to integrate the data from various systems and apply the data transformation rules. So there are some various data transformation rules that you need to learn in this training program. And finally, we are loading the data into a destination place, that is data warehouse database. Okay, so this is about the course program. So let me introduce myself. So myself, JC Kota, having 14 plus years experience in data analytics, working on mainly IBM InfoSphere DataStage. I have 10 plus years experience in DataStage, and remaining 4 years I worked on this information analyzer, Pentaho data integrator. So this is also one ETL tool, and currently working on GCP BigQuery cloud related platform. Okay. And coming to my training experience from 2018 November onwards, I'm a part-time trainer. Okay, so I'm already working in Indian-based IT company. So part-time, I'll be taking classes and supporting the students in like work support, training and mentoring them. So I'm doing this as a part-time from 2018 November onwards to till date. So I have trained more than 1,500 students for the last 5 years. Okay, so this is about me. So most of you know my YouTube channels. Okay, so there are two YouTube channels. One is Data Stage Mastery, and the other one is JC Kota. JC Kota is a public domain channel, and Data Stage Mastery is for video recordings and all the stuff. It's a private channel. Okay, so that also visible publicly, but there are most of the content is hidden. Okay, so let's see the duration of the course. Okay, so duration of the course will be 60 hours. Okay, so in this session, there'll be live interactive session as well as pre-recorded sessions also you need to watch in the middle. Okay, so here what and all will be covered. Let's discuss step by step. So here I will be covering cloud basics SQL. Okay, so 5 hour sessions on SQL. I'll be helping you how to create a Google Cloud account and working on Cloud SQL and GCP BigQuery. So that is five hours. And the next thing is data warehousing concepts and ETL unit testing, ETL unit testing, and other tools that we're going to use in the real-time environment. So that will be 5 hours. Okay, so Unix concepts, ETL unit testing and tools, 3 hours, and data warehousing concepts and ETL concepts, 2 hours. Okay, so totally 10 hours. And now coming to data stage training itself, so it's totally 30 hours. So here there'll be basic to advanced level training, 30 hours, and remaining 20 hours is a project assignment. So I'll be giving you a scenario with the documentation, and also I will be sharing the recording of the scenarios. For those scenarios, you will be asking in interviews. So if you see my real-time interview scenarios, so most of the content is hidden here. For example, I'll show you. Just see. So if we go to a playlist, So there are 38 scenario related videos. So here the most of the content only 10 to 20% is public watch. So this content is hidden. Those who enroll for the course or self-learning videos, for them I will give access for all these videos. Okay. So here you have to do the assignments, and those assignments has to review with me. Okay. So once you are comfortable, you are able to understand all these problems, these 38 scenarios. Okay, so then you can attempt interviews. Okay, so the reason is I'm telling is like 99.99% they will ask in these scenarios only questions. What and all I have shared in this 38 videos, they will ask the interview questions on that scenarios only. Okay. So here, that mode of training will be live group coaching. So group coaching daily will have class like 1 to 1.5 hour. Okay, and this will be for 30 days. Okay, and self-paced learning videos. So the people who are working in early morning shift, like 6 to 3, like 8 to 5, for them it's difficult to attend the class. For those two participants, I'm providing a self-learning videos, and the few participants are asking for evening batch. So for the evening, it will be difficult for me to take the class. So that is the reason here I have self-faced learning videos also available. So whatever the session recording happened today, so the same link will be shared with them so that they can watch whenever they want. Okay. And I will be helping you in preparing your resume preparation and project explanation also. Okay, so if you don't have prior, if you are from different technology, like let's take an example of you are a manual tester and you want to shift into development side, data stage development side. So I'll be explaining you the project roles and responsibilities, and I will be guiding you in real-time scenario oriented project explanation. So that will be helpful for you in clearing the technical interviews. Okay. And I will be conducting mock interviews before you're going to attempt the actual live interviews. Okay, if you are able to clear the mock interviews which was conducted by me, then it is easy for you to attend the interviews outside. So I know what are the questions to be asked based on the experience level, as I will be in the technical panel, right? So I'm conducting mock interviews, so that will be helpful for you while attempting the live interview session outside of the organizations. Okay, so now we'll be providing a software for practice. Okay, so what are the lab requirements? Okay, so you need to have a laptop. Okay, so here the processor, i5 processor or above is preferred, and the 8 GB RAM is the preferred one, and Windows 10 OS is the preferred one. So Windows 10 is a good when compared to 11 and 7. Okay, so if you have Windows 7 in your laptop and your processor is i3, okay, so what you need to do, you need to upgrade to Windows 10. And i3 process that cannot be upgraded, what we can do is you have to, the drive has to be changed from SSD, HDD to SSD. Okay, and mandatory is 8 GB RAM is recommended. 8 GB RAM is compulsory because the processing to work on data stage. It required a little bit of iron. So when compared to my configuration, just I will share with you. So mine is i5 processor and 16 GB RAM I have. Okay, and Windows 11. Okay, I'm using Windows 11. Okay, so Windows 10 is best. Okay, so even I need to change it to Windows 10 actually. Okay, so this is my laptop features. So similar features if you have, so that will be good actually. So any questions, guys, so far?
Yeah, what if we have a MacBook?
MacBook, to install MacBook, there is a separate process for it. Like you need to install VMware Fusion. So I have a document. So that document will help you to install in Mac also.
We can deploy it in the cloud as well, right? AWS.
No, no,
Because
no, no. That is not possible, I think. So here, that I will be providing in a VMware like this,
okay,
VMware Workstation Pro. Similarly, in Mac also, you need to install this Fusion, VMware Fusion.
okay,
Okay. So here, you need to click on this. Once you click on this, here, power on this virtual machine. So I will be providing the data state in a VMware. Okay, so once you click on this, it will be open. It will take max to 15, I mean, 15 to 25 minutes to open. Okay, the services and all need to be started, right? So that is the reason.
okay.
Yeah. So any other questions, guys? Bharat, other Manoj and team, Shruti, other participants, Vamsi, Kusma.
No, Jeff.
Okay. Yeah. So if you have any questions, you can, if you're unable to unmute yourself, what you can do, you can type in chat box. Okay. So why we build data warehousing application? So why I learned DataStage. What is the use of DataStage? So DataStage is a data integration tool. It will extract the data from multiple systems at a time. So it a integration tool. I can connect simultaneously Teradata database. I can connect to Oracle. I can connect to DB2. I can connect to Sybase. I can. There are 4 different tables. I need to extract the data and apply transformation rules and load it into a file. So this is my requirement actually. So this tool will help us to connect multiple databases at a time. So normally traditional, what is the traditional approach? Like you need to bring all the data. You have to use Unix scripting or Python scripting. With that, you need to connect to those DBs and get the data to one database. Okay. From the database again, with the Python programming, you need to write, load the data in a file. So this and a lot of coding is involved here. Okay, so the connectivity checks and all. So, what is the advantage of DataStage tool? It will connect all the databases at a time, and simple job itself, we can load the data into a destination place in a file. So, what is the advantage of this tool actually? So here we can save the time and resource cost. So that will be benefit to the organization, like a automation process. Okay. So here why we build data warehousing applications. So data warehousing applications are built for analyzing the business. Okay. Every business has to improve, right? So like retail outlets, they want to know what is the total number of transactions happen today. So what is the total transaction volume, revenue generated today? So how many products has been sold product wise? What is the quantity is sold? What is the leftover stock? So all this information we are going to maintain in a data warehouse. Okay, so there will be a lot of transactions happen on database, day-to-day basis. Okay, so I want to do analytics. For example, ICICI Bank. Okay, so they will be having different ATM centers across Hyderabad. So I want to know like that what is the total number of withdrawals happened today at the ATM centers. So ATM wise, okay, what is the deposits happen? Okay, so what is the withdrawals? So the ATM wise, I need get summarized reports. So regional head has to analyze this. Okay, so in a particular ATM, the cash is getting. I mean, if there is no cash, then they have to immediately deposit the with CMS. There will be third party where they will deposit the cash to the ATMs, right? So those information will be shared immediately to them. So here we are building data warehousing applications to summarize the data for the reporting and analytics purpose. Okay, so there'll be a lot of transaction data that you are going to summarize and load the data into a destination place. So that is data warehouse. So what are the ways I can analyze my business? Okay, if you're running any business, you need a customer. Okay, so the cash has to flow. Okay, you have a product, right? So customer will come and buy your product or a service. There is a exchange happens. Okay, you will provide a product to them and they will give the cash to you. I mean, the transaction will happen, right? So every information, okay, so you need to load the data into a destination list, that is data warehouse. So you can analyze the business based on customer wise. Okay, and what are the new, how many customers came to today at the outlet. So how they can analyze, they can be analyzed with when the invoice is generated. Okay, so normally you went to Ratnadeep or Vijayta in Hyderabad, just more, or Reliance Smart Point. So you'll be giving your mobile number, right? So total number of invoice generated today. What is the bill volume? Okay, so how many customers are walking to our store today? Okay, what are the products has been sold? Okay, so when the business is happening, okay, so we can analyze the business based on the time. So when the business will weekdays or weekends, okay, normally weekends, so somewhat little bit crowded because Saturday, Sunday, majority of the employees having off, right? Okay, so normal they can analyze the business based on the time. Okay, so weekends or weekdays, monthly, quarterly. So they will compare the results month to month. So why the business is low in so and so month? What are the reasons? So they will come up with all these action plans. Why the products are not moving? Why the sales is down in this month? So with this data, what we are going to load it in data warehouse, this data is viewed by department heads and top level management. So they will take a action plan to improve the business. Okay. And the next thing is location wise, they can analyze the business. What is meant by location wise? So here, let's take an example of Ratnadeep again. So they have 50 retail outlets across Hyderabad. So in which retail outlet the sales volume is less? Why it is less? What are the reasons? Okay, so they will compare all the uh, different stores where the sales is less. Why it is less? The surrounding people, I mean, surrounding people, lifestyle, below middle class, so that will impact the sales, right? So they will come up with all these factors and they will come up with offers, promotional activity, all this such things they will do to improve the sales. Okay, so I think you may have noticed this in shopping complexes, right? So that is a reason, these are the four factors we are going to build a data warehousing applications. Okay, so in tomorrow session, we will discuss in detail level. Okay, so about data warehousing concepts. Okay, so here I want to build a data warehouse, but I need a data, right? So where I need to get the data from a transactional system. Okay, so at the billing counter, they will scan all your products. The invoice will be generated. They will print the invoice and give to you. You pay the money and come walk out from the store with your products, right? So where the data is getting stored, it will be stored it in a DB only. Okay, so they will be having different applications like Oracle EBS. Okay, so they will store the data in DB, and that data will be share it to the ETL team in a form of file, or they will give permissions access to the DB. Okay, so we'll be extracting the data from there. Okay, so let's see what are the extraction process and what are the various source systems. So we'll be having databases where we'll be connecting to databases like Oracle SQL Server, DB2, Sybase, Teradata, and cloud. Nowadays, cloud. like GCP, AWS, Azure, this kind of thing. And the next thing is we'll be extracting data from XMLs, APIs, okay, and COBOL, flat files, okay, and legacy systems. Sometimes we need to convert to mainframes applications to get the data, and ERP source systems like SAP, PeopleSoft, JD Steward, and Salesforce applications. So we'll be extracting the data from various source system and apply transformation rule like combining two tables, cleansing the data, adding the new table, new columns when it is not coming from source, derived columns, data aggregation. All these four things we'll do at the transformation layer. Okay. And the next thing is we'll load the data into a destination place. That is data loading. Data loading, that is target system. Okay. So here in target system, there are two types of loads. One is initial load, the first time full entry. And over a period of time, your data might change, right? So we need to consider incremental load. Okay. So here in data warehouse, we will have dimension tables and fact tables. Okay. So we'll maintain history data. We'll maintain active transactional data. Okay. So this entire process, data extraction, transformation, and loading will be called as a data acquisition. So data acquisition is required to build data warehousing applications. Okay. So any questions so far? No response. Are you able to follow?
Nothing
Yeah.
different.
No, Jesse.
Yeah, got it.
Okay. Yeah. So here to acquire the data acquisition, so what and all we require? We need required softwares, right? We require databases. Okay, so we require ETL tools. Okay, so what are the ETL tools? Code-based ETL tools are there, and geo-based ETL tools are there. So what are code-based ETL tools? Code-based ETL tools are SAS. Okay, and ETL Teradata utilities. Every database has their own ETL utilities, functionalities, and all. So you can write a program to do all this activity, extraction, transformation, and loading. Okay, so here code-based ETL tools are, it's like a lot of time-consuming scenario, and we need highly skilled programmer to perform the activity. Okay, and the next thing is geo-based ETL tools. So geo-based ETL tools are, there is no programming here. Only you have to navigate the connectors from source to destination transformation with geo-based program. The tool will build the programming for you. For example, I need to connect four databases. What you will do, you will connect to four databases and you apply join condition. And after that, you are going to do some validations by transformation. And finally, you will build. All these things are performed in a drag and drop technique. So the tool will build for you with the necessary program. Okay, so that is the advantage of geo-based ETL tools, and it is easy to build the programs. The tool will be helpful to build write the code. Okay, and if there is any issue happen, for example, jobs are running in production, some issue occurs, so we can identify where exactly the issue has happened. But in this code-based ETL tools, you need to check the which program got affected, which procedure has affected. Okay, so here geo-based ETL tools that will help us the enterprises to, I mean, the risk, avoid the risk, and with the less span of time, they will maintain the data in a healthy manner. So that is the reason most of the companies, they go for to build a data warehousing application by using geo-based ETL tools like DataStage, Informatica, Ab initio, Oracle Warehouse Builder. And nowadays in the GCP, you'll be having Cloud Fusion, Cloud Data Fusion, like that. Okay. So in Microsoft has a product, SQL Server Integration Service, SSIS, like that. Okay. So these are the geo-based ETL tools. So now let's see the architecture of data warehouse. Okay, so here I have a target database as a destination. I need to pull the data from source and load it into target. So we cannot load data directly from source to target directly. So here we have to load the data into staging area. Okay, so in the diagram, the yellow color one, that layer will be colored as a staging area. From the staging area, uh, we'll apply transformation rules to load the data into dimension tables and fact tables. Once the data is available in dimension tables and fact tables, we'll be extracting the data from dimension tables and fact tables. Okay, and we'll prepare the reports. So there'll be a reporting team. Reporting team, they'll be working in Tableau or Power BI or Cognos, business or various reporting tools. So they will prepare the reports for the analytics purpose. So these reports are viewed by top level management or department heads. So they will take a business decision. Okay. So DataStage is a ETL tool. Okay, so in this, we'll be covering this three components: designer, director, and administrator. So designer is mainly for this development activity. So totally, this training will be covering development part. And if your profile is a development profile, and if you got opportunity to work in a support, so this training will be also helpful for you. Designer, director. Director is a component for support related activity. So it is monitoring the jobs, monitoring the failures, all these things we can learn in director. So designer is totally development task. And administration is like admin kind of activity to to create parameters, global environment variables that can be accessed from the admin point of view. Okay. So here admin, we don't have proper privileges we'll be having. Only the required to add environment variables, they will give permissions like that. So rest of the operations in admin client is taken care by DataStage admin. Okay. So now let's go to the curriculum. So I will walk through. So datastagetraining.com. This is my website. This is our website. Okay. So here you can see. So what are the services that I'm going to offering? So self learning program and group coaching and one-to-one consultation, like that is job support, any work support like that. So there are some existing students who are already placed. So they will be having one-to-one consultation. If they have any doubt at their work, so they will approach me. Okay. And the next thing is you can see the content. So first two sessions will have data warehousing fundamentals. Okay. And then we'll jump into data stage theoretical session and installation, like how to install data stage in VMware and how to create the jobs, how to access various data files, and combining data, integrating data, data transformation. So we'll be doing almost 90 plus scenarios. Okay. Okay, so this is the course curriculum. You can go through this. Okay, I'll be sharing the link in chat box. Okay. Yeah. So any other questions, guys? Okay, someone has typed. Okay, so this is the, and we'll be covering cloud SQL also. So nowadays the migrations are happening, right? The existing data warehouses in Teradata. Now they want to migrate to BigQuery. Okay. So the current project where I am working, we need to migrate all Teradata data warehouse to BigQuery, GCP. So there will be GCP in the same like Teradata in GCP. We have BigQuery. It's like an analytic database. Okay, so that I will be covering in the training session. Okay, so this I have covered. Okay. So this is the mode of payment for enrolling the course. So like you can pay the same number, phone pay, Google Pay, and for those who want to do net banking, I'll be share the account details. So you have to ping me, and I will consider the payments via credit card also. Okay. So you need to get in touch with me. So tomorrow we'll have session for how to install, how to create a cloud account. Okay, and how to create a, I mean, you need to practice SQLs, how to install SQL server. So those things we'll see in tomorrow session. Okay.
Yeah, hi Jesse. This is
Yeah.
Sandhu.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
how much of SQL is needed for this data stage? Like any particular requirement?
SQL here joins aggregation functions, and you should have a little bit awareness of OLAP functions
Mhm. Okay.
and string functions, date conversion functions. If you have this knowledge, so that will be highly enough. And
Okay.
constants.
Okay. These all are covered in this class also. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
So most of you are, I know most of you are from different background. Few are from non-IT itself. So for them, I need to take care this SQL knowledge also. So we'll have sessions on BigQuery, SQL as well.
I know, like, how is the openings for data stage? Like, is it
So if you keep your profile for 5 years experience, you're getting calls.
okay? Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so tomorrow there'll be a new link that I'm going to provide. So 8 o'clock is okay for everyone.
Yes.
It's fine. Yeah.
So daily 8 o'clock, I think. Vamsi. Okay, so we'll have 8 o'clock is okay, right? For everyone. So because I think most of the people sometimes go to the office, right? So I need to, there are some students from US also. So from Mind Magics, I need to consider them also.
So is it 8 to 9 or 8 to at what time?
8 to 9, 8 to 9, Vamsi.
Okay.
Okay. So here I'll be, once your enrollment is done, okay, I'll be providing the software to install. Okay, so you will get a link in your mail. You will get a link like this. So here you need to download this 29 GB file. Download, and this is the installation steps document. How to install VM in DataStage. Okay, so like this, it will be installed. The step 1, step 2, and I'll be sharing the recorded video when I install. I have recorded a video, so you can follow that video also. You can install by your own. Okay, and we'll be providing VMware with the licensing keys. So these are the licensing keys. Okay. Who is from Mind Magics here? Swarup, right?
I am.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. So I don't have your number, Swarup.
Okay.
So I'll share my number. Okay. So
Yeah,
this is
can
my
you?
number. Oh, yeah. You can text me in WhatsApp, because again I need to share the tomorrow's session link to the concerned person from my again. They have to send an email to you. So instead of multiple transfers, I can share the link directly to you. Okay. So just text me in WhatsApp. Just hi.
Okay. Yeah.
So one of my old student who installed in Mac actually. So I asked him to take a document. There are 2 to 3 participants.
Okay.
One person is from India and 2 participants from US. So majority of the people, I mean, they use Windows only, Windows OS. Okay, I will be helping you sort of on installation. You
Okay.
know, not
Thank
to
you.
worry. Yeah.
Thank
For
you.
others also, I will be taking care of our installation. Okay. The software installation. And once the course gets completed, I'll be helping your resume preparation, all this stuff. Okay. So that's it. If you have any questions, you can ask me.